Let's talk Tanya for the 29th of Teves. Yesterday we concluded the long way, the longer strategy in our battle against the animal soul, which is one of generating feelings and developing emotional congruence. Today, chapter 18, we begin a set of chapters. It's actually going to be 8 chapters long, take us through chapter 25, where we are going to explore another option, another strategy, known as the derech kitzara, the short way. Why do we need to have the short way? We have the long way. So first of all, the Alter Rebbe is bothered by the word me'oid. Me'oid, which means very. The pasuk upon which Tanya is based, Kikarev elecha hadavar mi'oid beficha levavcha l'saisei, which means that it's practical for all of us to serve God in our hearts with using in action and in speech. Well, that works well. But the pasuk adds the word me'oid. It is very practical. It is very doable. And ultimately, the path that we have explored up until this point, it's practical, but to use the word very over here is a bit of a stretch. After all, the idea of generating emotions requires someone with somewhat basic intellectual capacity who can create emotions, or at the very least intellectual emotions. And there are some people, for them, it's too difficult. It's not a matter of IQ. They're just not, they're not thinking people in that way. Another idea is that even for people who are thinking people, and even for people who are able to generate emotions, as we know, generating emotions takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. So I'm working on it, but what if right now I'm in a struggle with my animal soul? How do I deal with it right now? And for this, the short way, which we're going to be learning, and one of the ironies of Tanya is that the short way takes 8 chapters to teach. The long way took us around 3 chapters. That's one of the ironies of Tanya. The short way takes longer to explain, but once you get it, it's something which is, it's a stopgap measure, and it can be used at any time, at any place. And the basic idea behind the derech kitzara, the basic idea behind the short way, is that it's not about generating feelings, but rather it's tapping into pre-existing feelings. The principle over here is going to be that as a Jew, every single one of us, we possess naturally, we possess a love for God at the core of our soul, at the core of our neshama, and we need to tap into it. Tapping into something pre-existing is obviously easier and shorter than creating something that is new. What is this love all about? This essential love that every single Jewish person, what is its source? We're going to spend some time today and in the following days exploring and discussing this. The first thing we need to know is that our forefathers, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, because of their tremendous devotion to God and their incredible service to God, they merited as a reward that every single one of their descendants, obviously those that have a Jewish mother or convert halachically, possess a special neshama, a special soul. And this soul, what does it mean, a special soul? The Oir Ein Sof, the infinite light of Hashem, shines within the neshama, within the soul of every single Jewish person, regardless of the spiritual state of the person. Every person has a neshama, every Jew has a neshama, and the infinite light of Hashem is shining within the neshama of every single Jewish person. We will see as we go along, that is the source of this love that every one of us has for God. We have a lot more exploring to do, and we will continue on this topic, God willing, tomorrow.